Everybody talking and talking, seeking attention, hoping for a mention, holding truth ransom. It's J&D. Young king so handsome, talking culture answer. Meta is the answer. We reporting live from New York to Atlanta. Open up your eyes, here's a gift, no Santa. We gon' talk about it, no filter, no censor. Cause it's Meta Kings forever, you can help me sing the anthem. Whoa, Meta Kings, Meta Kings.
As we proceed.
Yes, the Meta.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Meta Kings podcast. We here, man. What's good, bro?
What it do, bro? How y'all doing? How you doing, dog?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Out here, man. Yeah.
Yo, you know, I was sitting over here and I was thinking, man, like this feeling never gets old, man. It's
Which feeling is that?
just, being in the podcast space and just talking with you, man. Like, I'm like kicking it with my bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is what life is about, man. You think about it and then, here we are.
Right, bro. No funny shit, bro. It's like, this is what we do on a regular. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you, bro, because it was really your idea. Like, the way we be talking on the phone, chopping it up, arguing, especially mostly arguing. And he was like, yo, bro, imagine if we was doing that shit on camera. And I'm like, nobody want to see that shit on camera. But apparently some people do, bro, because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not where we want it to be. But, shout out us, Spotify. Let us know that I think 2 days ago made a year since we started.
Nice.
Now I'm saying,
shout out to ourselves, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out to ourselves. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the fans, everybody that support us. We thank you and we love you guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
I miss you guys. I love you guys. So thank you guys for those of you guys who supported us, who's been supporting us from our last video too that we did with the incredible legendary Live Day. Keep supporting, by sharing the post.
Facts.
We said last episode we were going to 200,000. No, I'm kidding, right?
No, I think you said 20K.
20K, and
Yeah.
and I still mean it. I mean, like we're on the road to 20K. Do the same for this, and let's get it, y'all.
Yeah, facts, bro. And listen, in the spirit of transparency, we, think y'all been really rocking with us, but one thing we said is that we want to be more ourselves, right?
Mhm.
Like, we felt like we was kind of trying to, like, do too much for the camera, act like we was NBC News, and that's really not who we are. That's not why we started this, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to be more of ourselves, and since we speaking on transparency, I got a bone to pick with the viewers out there, man. I got
What's
a
up?
bone to pick with them,
What
bro.
happened?
So how the hell did a typo like Meat Kings instead of Meta Kings sit on YouTube for mad long, bro?
Shout out to whoever, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
we've had a
Caught
total of over 80,000 views,
that. Yeah.
and nobody could be like, guys, in your
wait.
bio would say Meat Kings, man.
That's a bio or that was for a video?
I think it's the bio, no?
Oh, God.
Yo, come on, man. Like what's up? That's supposed to be because it's either one or two things, bro. It's either they don't care, which is bad, or they not watching, which is worse. So either way, man, screw y'all. But I still love y'all, man. But you know what I'm saying? Make it right. If y'all see something, say something.
That's him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a big pause, bro.
Yeah,
See,
Meat Kings, come on, bro.
You know what's so crazy? Because I know we
Yeah.
got a lot to talk about, right?
Yeah.
But I think we live in such a sensitive time right now where you get, like, if we were athletes,
Yeah.
or I mean, we are kind of, in our own perspective, we are celebrities. But the moment, like, the whole, as Dave Chappelle would say, alphabet community, you know what I'm saying? Like, for saying pause,
Oh my God.
for being called the Meat Kings,
Yeah.
you can get fined for that. It's like,
For saying pause?
yeah, bro. What's the NBA player?
Oh, on the Nets, my man Cam Thomas.
Cam Thompson, and what did he get fined for?
He said no homo,
no homo, right? So
which
it's
is
like,
dumb. If he ain't homo, then he has every right to say no
exactly,
homo.
and it means no disrespect towards anybody. Is
yeah,
it's just-
man.
I guess
He's-
it's a slang, but I guess they're trying to make everything.
Yeah, so okay, so
So maybe we get canceled. Who
every
knows?
time
We'll see.
homosexuals say no hetero, I hope they get.
I'm
the
not going
same.
there with you.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
got to go there. It's just the truth. And what did I say?
What's
When I
up?
seen him say, I said he's gonna get fined. I knew it. I said he's gonna get fined. It's
Yeah.
not right, but he's gonna get fined. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, no, we are we're getting to actually along those lines, because I definitely want to touch a little bit more deeper when we hit our meditation topic.
Oh, you got something juicy?
I'm gonna refer to something when it comes to like sensitivity in today's time.
All right, lit. So if it's okay with you, let's get right into it.
Let's jump.
We got a nice topic. Oh, before we do that, I got to shout out my little big man, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ryan, shout out to you. Talented young bass player who consumes us. I think he's, 13?
Ryan is 13.
He's
no,
13.
Ryan is 14. He's a year older than Selena.
He's a 14-year-old
baby.
kid, watches the show, fan of the show. awesome bass player. We might have him come up here and do something. Y'all better book my little man.
Oh yeah, we could do a segment. He could do like a Bruno Mars.
That's a fact. And if you book him, we're gonna pull up as his band, just like that scene in Den of Thieves.
Yep.
When they walked in the room and seen a bunch of big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to him. You know
shout out to Ryan. Yeah. Shout out to Hosea's. Those are his parents, Hosea's in the lane.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
You get the shout out, Ryan. Although you're Team Dami, but I still give it a shout out, right?
Come on, man. So, you know why you Team Dami, bro? Because I be speaking facts, man.
Yeah, okay,
sure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Ryan gonna encourage me to stop cursing so much, you feel me?
So take us to the topic.
All right, so boom. So in the spirit of transparency, we're gonna try a new format. We know sometimes we do full meditation episodes because we love meditation, right? We love trending topics, we love current events, or we have guests or whatever. Shout out to Lade, legendary Lade, celebrity stylist, P. Diddy's personal stylist for going on 10 years. We had him last week. But we're going to try to do like real main topics, right? Start our show with main topics that we want to kind of
That's how we
talk with you about, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, we could get into some meditation. But you were saying, bro.
No. I was saying that's pretty much like if they, they've been keeping up with us. That's how we started, bro.
That's true. That is how we started.
And we had some real controversial
We had some
topics.
I was just thinking about it and smiling, bro. Remember when everybody came for you, bro, because of that Kim K joint you said?
And I was right.
Yo, we had people sending us 10-page DMs, and he was right.
I was right.
That's the crazy part,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? But
so y'all got to chill. Y'all got to calm out there. All right. But today's topic, I actually stole it from the barbershop. I'm going to give a shout out to the barbershop. Shout out to my barber, Mickey, best barber in the business. Shout out to Fade Game in Queens. Shout out Jamaica, Queens. Every time I go there, it's a show in there, man.
Nice.
If we had them on the show, man, we would have to book like a day because they get into it.
That's the thing, man. That's, a lot of, I was speaking to my man, you know him, our mutual friend, Sunil.
Yeah. Fact.
And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm from New York, from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
But, I got the Lakers jersey on. Shout out Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Kobe Gianna, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm thinking about taking my talents outside the tri-state area. But some of the things that Sunil was swaying me like, yo, Jay, you don't gotta go. I'm like, dude, no, New York is becoming too costly.
Yeah.
I actually feel like and I don't mean to drift away from the topic, right? But when you talk about barbershop talk, when you hit me the other day, like I smiled. I'm like, yo, that's crazy because I remember I don't really have that same feel in Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But going to the barbershop is more than just getting a haircut, man.
That's a fact.
You engage, you sit down. Sometimes you throw your little inputs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you hit me with that, and you said you were talking about what you're about to tell them. I was like, yo, that's
bro. I know
topic.
Jersey. All they do is talk point spreads.
Don't do that. Don't come for Jersey.
And betting.
Don't come for Jersey.
at Belmont, the racetrack.
You're Ryan.
All
You
right.
see?
All right, well, look. All right, so listen, the topic we took from the barbershop was about disciplining kids, right? So there was one barber that was saying that, yo, kids need a little spanking. You know what I'm saying? That kids need they got to understand that you mean what you're saying. You say what you mean, right? Most of the people was against him saying like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to beat kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking from personal experience, like, oh, they was beat, but it didn't really do much. Like at a certain point in time, they was like, I'm going to take it. So me and Jay spoke, and we thought that'd be a good topic to bring to y'all. How do y'all feel about, and this is parents, non-parents, some of y'all got nieces, nephews, little brothers, sisters. How do y'all feel about spanking a child versus non-spanking, which could be anything from like talking to, grounding, the whole nine?
You mean like spanking it? What do you mean? Disciplining the child or disciplining the child when it comes to using force
or
any type of physical force?
Right, physical or non-physical.
Because you're not talking about like scolding or anything like that.
No, disciplining a child, like there's no debate on that for me. I don't know about you. A child needs discipline. But the question is whether physical or non-physical.
So before we even get into there, drop it in the comment. You watching, let us know what you think, because you're about to hear our intake on this whole thing. And since he graciously came up with the topic, let's dissect it and
let's get into it. Yeah.
And you know what? Like full disclaimer, if you know me, I'm actually very philosophical. I like dissecting information. I like dissecting subjects, dissecting different things, and I don't necessarily believe that's a wrong or right as long as you give aid to whatever your point is, right?
Okay.
So this is, I'm clearly, needless to say that this is a no judgments.
Yeah, hell yeah. Everything we say here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to their own
opinion. And don't judge us either.
Just be respectful. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right?
Yeah.
Whether you agree or disagree.
So what you feel, bro?
No, I feel like I've done enough talking right now, introducing it. Talk to me, bro. What you think about it? Talk to me.
So I gave a lot of, since you told me about this, I've been giving a lot of thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
I relate to this topic so much.
Right.
Getting a little bit personal, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
But we're not gonna call names, just to respect the individuals and even like, like, because I said it's personal, but this is a topic that is crazy, like, and I think it needs to be addressed, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of intrinsic value on this topic because in today's time, I feel like at this point in life where I'm at in life, right? I'm on this. I'm of the mindset of rewiring,
Okay.
so which is unlearning and relearning.
All right.
Um, you know, I think a lot they call us what millennials, right?
Nah, I think we way past that, bro. Well, us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Gen
No,
Gen
we're not. No,
Z.
we're not. Don't ever ever associate with Gen Z.
And then
all right?
now it's Gen X, right? Something like that.
Who knows? Who cares, right?
A lot of gens.
But diving deeper into that, like, we get a lot of clashes, a lot of like, this time parents, because I'm a parent.
Okay.
I have kids, and it's like you know what, or you're too woke or whatever the situation is. But maybe I'm not too woke, right? Because I actually don't agree. I used to think that it was okay to discipline a child.
Discipline or physically discipline?
Discipline.
Huh? You're not okay with disciplined children?
Well,
No, okay. All
wait,
right.
so is there so correcting, right? So
Mhm.
because that's what I'm saying. Like, so like I like when I say discipline, I guess I kind of like I define it as discipline in terms of like using. So I'm not for disciplining kids using physical force.
Okay, got you. Because you scared me for a second. Because I'm like, if you ain't gonna discipline them kids, I'm gonna discipline my nieces
Nah,
and nephew, and you gonna watch.
That's a fact. That's a fact, and I appreciate that. That's why you my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, like in today's time, like just regardless, and like if you are charged with the responsibility to be able to in raising a child, whatever,
Yeah,
it's your duty to make sure that you guide that child until they become of age in
Big fact.
the path and the right that they're supposed to go. Right
Big
now,
fact.
I'm sounding like mad religious and spiritual, but it is true. Train up a child in
Yes,
a way.
Lord.
Say that again. So, anyways,
Yeah. All right. So basically,
but
you're not for physical force.
I'm not for physical force.
And why? Why?
I've been enlightened. I've been enlightened in terms of the harm that it does. It really doesn't do much. There's really not much. From my perspective, I don't think there's any positive effects to that.
All right. So enlighten us. Like, what? I'm saying, what enlightenment have you received that make you feel like, nah, like spanking is a dub?
How do I do this? How do I go around this?
Bro, you trying not to get personal. I can see get as personal as you need to get, bro. It's an open community. We call these people family, so you got to really show them that we family, bro. It is what it is, man.
After we spoke about the conversation,
Mhm.
I went down memory lane. I went around all around the block, and I love my pops, and I love my pops, and y'all all know we're not during descent, so I love my culture, but I also feel like in my culture, and I say this a lot. I say this to my teenager that I don't think they respect kids that much.
Hell no. Full respect. Hey, Dad, I got it up here. Shut up with your opinion. Go get some education.
Education. Are you a doctor? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like you're not entitled to an opinion until, like, even to be honest, even after you have kids,
Yeah, it's still
they
not.
still don't respect you. It's like you're always gonna be my child, and I get it, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of damage of what using physical force on kids does. I feel like what it does is it causes fear.
Okay.
It causes long-term rebellion. Like, you might think that using force on a child,
Mhm.
and using force on the child, like, and when I say this, I have friends
Mhm.
that I'm thinking back that has come to me in confidence and just tell me like, yo, daddy used to do this and such, blah
Mhm.
blah. And I look at their relationship with their father,
And it ain't
with their
good.
parents now, and it's not good,
Mhm.
right? You know, even in the household, you know, I grew up in a very militant household,
Mhm.
and you know, we were corrected out of love,
Mhm.
but you know, I feel like it's razor's edge. It's a very very thin line when you're getting corrected using physical force. I feel like um yeah, I feel like it's very easy, very very easy for a child. Like when you're disciplining a child,
Mhm.
and don't get me wrong, you know, like you have kids, I have kids,
Yeah.
so I didn't realize back then versus now what it is to like raise a kid in today's time. Like they're stubborn as hell, bro. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
tough, bro.
It's very tough. Like when you have preteens, teenagers, young kids, like you say one thing and they're doing the other thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And
it's so many influences, bro. Because think about it, they have every influence we had, and now you add a cell phone. And a lot of
mm,
people say, "Oh, I didn't get my kid's cell phone till like 17." BS. You can't do that because nowadays it's not.
they'll be left behind.
Yeah, they'll be left behind too for safety purposes.
True.
So you got kids like they're open to so many different ideas, so many different values, so many different ways of life that it's kind of hard, bro. And you know what I'm saying, to jump in here, I feel like I agree with you to an extent. I do think that like physical discipline
Hmm.
can cause harm. I do, but I do think that I don't think it's a definite no go.
Why not?
I just think it's not one size fits all.
So let me ask you a question then, right?
Yeah.
So with you saying that and open space. So when give me can you paint a scenario where you believe that physical force in correcting the child is necessary or is valid? It was justified.
Well, okay, every child is different,
Hmm.
right? So I'll get personal. I don't mind getting personal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? My dad, he was spanked.
Okay.
And for me,
If you're
that
from the
was
old schools, not to cut you, if you're in the old
yeah.
school, man, everybody can relate
Yeah,
to
y'all
this.
all got
Most people
spanked.
can relate
Stop
to
it.
this. So
If you ain't get
yeah.
spanked,
Don't act like that. You know what I'm saying?
you either Caucasian as hell or you mix. And I'm being honest with you. If you come from a black household or African household, you got
Now,
beat.
now you getting beat with the pink
Yeah,
slipper, the
stop it.
hand, the
Stop
belt.
it. They
So
wasn't go to timeout.
no, mom. Let me stop. Let me
Taekwon,
stop.
that was not happening.
Right.
But I'm saying though, for me, it worked because I call it a healthy fear. I had a healthy fear of my dad.
Okay.
And it helped me because even when I got to junior high, I tried to join a gang, do all of that. And I used to have to take one route home, but I would take another route to go do some gang stuff.
Okay.
And it's a couple times my dad found out and pulled up. I walk out the train station with a gang full of gang, and he's there. Guess who I was more afraid of?
Dad.
Him.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times I got jumped for leaving them from my activities because of my dad. But this ass whooping y'all about to give me number one, I could take it. And this is temporary. I live with that man.
Mm.
So anytime my dad popped up, deuces, y'all. Whatever we about to do is a dub for me. So but I also do think that that's not every kid.
Right.
I had, and even in elementary school, I had kids that used to be real bad. There's one kid pop in mind, Kasim. I would never forget him because Kasim used to
Don't
really
call no
work my
names, sorry.
nerves.
All right, go ahead.
I don't care. And then Kasim, anytime he would do some weird, dumb, crazy stuff that would disrupt class, he always used to brag, my mom don't beat me, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? My mom don't beat me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, but then me, I don't beat my kids. I don't have to.
Okay.
They understand when I tell them something, that's that. And if it gets out of hand, I always ask them, are you a goat? They know what that means. Are you a goat? At first, like, Daddy, why are you asking me that? Because only a goat you have to beat to get them to do something.
Right.
Do I have to spank you to get you to do something? That's the as far as it gets. Then they understand, like, he's on the brink. But I do believe kids should understand that if I do A, mom or dad is gonna do B.
So let me ask you a question though. When you did get chastised, when you got disciplined, or even when like you were down the you went down that path in junior high with the gang, when you saw your dad, it was fear based, no?
Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So what moved you into like leaving like so okay, so matter of fact, let me ask a different thing. Was there ever a time when you got corrected by a parent growing up,
Mhm.
did you ever question like, yo, what the hell, bro? Like, do you love me? That
Nah. You know why though? Because I feel like honestly, I feel like that's an excuse a lot of people use,
It's a
but
valid excuse though, bro.
it depends on the parent. My parents I always knew why I was getting in trouble. And they always explained to me the
So
importance.
you never felt like when you got corrected, maybe like damn, it's like, yo, I didn't even do nothing so much.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you see that, and so
yeah, there's times.
right.
I'm
like,
thinking about the time involving your ass. there's been times. Oh yeah.
what?
There's been times I took whippings for stuff I ain't do.
What you talking about?
No, I ain't gonna get into it.
No, get into it. This the Medicaid.
Bro.
Nah.
Hell no.
So this is the.
I'm not getting.
So
listen,
this,
I'm
so
not
this,
getting into that,
so
bro.
this
I
the-
don't care what you say, but there's been times where I've gotten the brunt of it for stuff you or at the time.
So y'all got to hold
shout
into
out
that.
my cousin Bless, your little badass brother did, and I got in trouble for it. And but stuff like that happens. At those times, I felt like, damn, this not fair. But if I got spanked for something I really did, I never hated my parents. So it was like, I hate them so much. It was like, damn, just don't do it again. But I will tell you what, though, before you get in, the worst discipline that changed my entire life was a conversation. Like, I was really bad. Like,
what conversation? I like that.
I was.
Yo, you're bringing a problem, solution, and all in one. I like
listen,
that.
I was in the gang or whatever,
Okay.
right? My dad, at that age, I wasn't really getting spanked, but he would threaten to do it. And I was just kind of, at that point, I'm like, whatever, man, you ain't really doing nothing. And one day I got caught doing something real bad by a family friend.
You thought you were going to get finished?
No, not even. Because at that time, I felt like he just kept making threats. But he sat down and he spoke to me. And to watch a man that's like physically aggressive with tears in his eyes, telling me how he works 2 jobs and how he really does everything he does because he don't want me to do what I'm doing.
Right.
That's when it hit me like, yo, if this man who's used to carrying a belt could literally sit me down, I've never seen him cry till that day, ever. And to cry in front of me like that, it really hit me like, yo, I'm really hurting these people.
So you saw.
Yeah, and after that, I didn't give a fuck about my friends or the gang.
Right.
I cared about those people I was hurting.
Right.
Now I don't care what you do to me. I'm not hurting them no more.
Right.
That's when it really changed.
So
I will say that.
I agree with you when you say like it depends on the type of kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because that's why me and you connect so much, because even though I realize as we gotten older, we have different views and different certain beliefs, but different views, different perspective on things.
Yeah,
but,
red, blue.
Yeah, big C's. But anyway,
no. I don't think you understood.
Huh?
Red, blue.
Okay.
Red tie, blue tie.
So, Republican, Democrats, right? So, yeah, I'm definitely I'm a Republican, right? So
you ain't catching that first. Damn, son. That's
so
crazy.
But I do like the fact that we do relate to a lot, right?
Yeah.
And but you know what? Because I didn't really get my stance when I first started talking about this, right? And every child is different, but a child is a child,
right?
And there is no book on how to be a parent, right? A lot of the reasons why a person like our parents discipline us the way they discipline us, or discipline kids the way they discipline kids, stems from culture.
Yep.
Like, think about it. When like everything your beliefs are stemmed from your environment.
Yep.
Right?
What you're
used to. And I feel like personally, me and from like my brothers to friends, I've seen and I realized like if something doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Right.
And I realized that growing up, the kids and the individuals who got beat and stuff like that, all it did was just create more fear.
Mm.
It didn't really solve the problem. If you thought it solved the problem, it solved the short-term problem.
Right, short-term.
Because the only thing is that, like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm gonna do it long enough until you can't correct me no more.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's very true.
What I believe is that I definitely believe in correcting the kid, right? So, kid does something wrong. But I believe there are other ways. So I believe in positive reinforcement.
Right.
So, what happens is that, especially in today's time, but it wasn't as bad, but it's like in today's time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you go to work, you wake up, like it's like I feel like the days feel shorter.
Much shorter, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
Days,
so it's
weeks,
like
months.
your tolerance is like if I spoke to you 5 minutes before I'm going to work and I come back and your teacher is emailing me or something like that, stop playing with me. I'm gonna whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but when you backtrack about what that parent has been through, apart from how they were raised, their day might have been just like
That's crazy.
frustration. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And it's like so when you are disciplining the kid, you got to now ask yourself, yo, dag, is this really coming from love?
Yo, that's crazy that you said that because we learned that at work.
Okay.
We get taught that. And I called my sister because my sister's a teacher for years and she's big into like alternative. Like she don't parent the way I would expect her to. She's into like making kids understand and all that stuff.
Can I comment on that real quick? So shout out to her because I love her because I remember you said that and actually I'm on a close friend and stuff like that. So because even though we don't speak as often, I like the fact that that's why I said in the beginning, it's all about rewiring, unlearning, right? It is your duty and your responsibility as an individual to now pick apart and realize what worked and what didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, just to make it quick, she basically was saying that the reason why kids grow up without emotional intelligence is because a lot of time when you got parents beating kids, it's really just because they can't even control their emotions in that moment.
Right.
They can't control it. So it's like, how you trying to teach your kid to have control to do something when because you lack control and you're mad, you're angry.
Correct.
And it might not even be about the kid, like you said.
It could be about
their day.
work. It could
they
be
could have
about
got a ticket on their car.
You lost money.
Right. And now you just lash out on that kid. So that I definitely agree with.
And a kid is gonna be a kid. Every kid is excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. A kid is gonna be a kid.
Facts.
You know, like me and you are different than your siblings, and I'm different than my siblings. But at the very end of everything, we are still kids.
We're still kids,
right?
Yeah.
So you may fidget, whatever the whole, you know what I'm saying? We're kids, and I know we got a lot of topics to speak about. So what I feel like is right. I guess like to end my stance on things is that, and we could probably definitely pick this up on the live. So if y'all follow us on Instagram or Facebook or whatever,
Meta Kings Podcast,
you know what I'm saying? We'll do a live and we definitely love your interaction, right? I feel like what I've chosen as an individual and what I would like to see push more is positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
More love, right? Fear begats fear. Anger begats anger. If you deal with a child who a child today, tomorrow becomes an adult.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes cultural difference, and we can even spread outside of the continent of Africa and go to Asia, India, and stuff like that. A lot of cultures don't respect kids.
Yeah, they all get.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a kid does something, shut up, or I slap your face, and it's like, yo, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to that kid because later on, that kid is going to be the person that's probably going to end up taking care of you.
That's a fact. And then a lot of seniors get treated the way they treat their kids as kids.
Come on, man.
So when you want to be like, I just want to use the bathroom. You already used it. Shut your ass up and sit your ass down, oldie. That's because when they was a kid, you violated. So they got that.
I had something I wanted to say real quick.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
I mean, that's in the Bible, yeah. What are you telling me that for? What about it?
You're not going to talk on that? No?
No, not even, because that's going to open a whole can of worms.
Okay.
And that's going to go down a deeper hole that we have time to go down.
So we say that for a live.
Hell yeah. We say that for a live because that's going to get really, really deep.
Because some people use religion as a way to justify.
Nah, bro, make it more specific. Some people use the Bible. But there's a lot of things in the Bible. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
We're going to stop right there.
Yeah.
For my mother whoop my ass when I get home.
Yeah, mommy. Oh, no.
All right. All right, so, yo, it is now time. Well,
let us know what y'all think, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, guys. We get so caught up. So let us know what y'all think, man. What y'all feel about physical discipline, non-physical discipline. Drop it in the comments. DM us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let's get into it on live. Anything less than 100 views, we will clip the live, right? Because we want engagement.
Yeah. Share it. When you see us on live, like...
Yeah, but you might call somebody in to just jump in and give your opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of parents out there. So today we're going to introduce something, right? That we're not going to do every single time. But
it's
sometimes,
crucial to do it around this time.
yes, we're gonna talk some sports, right?
Okay.
And I know a lot of the women right now is reaching for their phone, like turn that shit off. A lot of guys that don't even care about sports is like, oh my God, turn it off.
Let me chime in though. If you're a woman, if you're a female, if you're a lady that's listening to this section, this segment of sports, maybe you want to tune in because a lot of I realize a lot of hot girl summers, but a lot of ladies don't know how to connect with your man. But for the most part, a lot of men talk about sports, man. That's all we really want to do. We want to work, provide, come home, leave me alone. Let me drink a little sun, watch a little.
So imagine
sport,
if you pull up like,
babe, how was such and such?
Right? Did you know that the Knicks are entrenched in 5th place? And
why you gotta call the Knicks?
I love you, baby. Huh?
Why you gotta call the Knicks?
Because that's who came to mind. Because I'm from New York. I mean, I was gonna say.
All right, so introduce it. Let's go.
All right, so we got about 6-7 minutes. So we're gonna talk sports real quick, man. Shout out to New York sports. I know people watch from all around the world. We got a big, of course, a Nigerian audience, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But New York sports is worldwide.
So
I want to give a big shout out to the Knicks. I want to give a big shout out to the Nets. I want to give a big shout out to the Yankees. Opening day, they destroyed the I forgot who they played, but whoever they was. Oh, the Giants, San Francisco Giants. They destroyed them.
The Yankees play the Giants?
San Francisco Giants. That's a baseball team.
Okay.
Yeah, so they destroyed them today. Aaron Judge hit his first home run of the year. I think he might break the record from last year.
Nice.
Shout out to the Mets. They're not really, because of the loss to Edwin Diaz and Quintana and a couple people, it might be hard for them to get off the mat.
Right.
But shout out New York sports, man. Shout out Giants making some big moves.
That's a fact. And actually, it's been a thing of probably like the last 24 months. Like New York has been fighting their way to stay, like saying, like notice in a
because we've been down and out, bro.
Now, big time. Yo, let me tell you something, right? So y'all see me with a Laker jersey on.
Mm-hmm. Hypocrite.
What?
Hypocrite.
Okay, so notice the number you see. Notice the number that you see on his jersey.
Yeah.
So this is my time. It starts and it ends over here. Probably until like LeBron gets stuff. And LeBron, I love you. If you don't
love him, you don't love him.
No, I do. I respect you. I just don't love you. I don't like you. Shouldn't have this on. But in terms of sportsmen, like New York has had a excuse me. I keep saying New York has had a reputation of like breaking hearts.
Well, besides the Yankees.
Yeah, but even the Yankees, they're not winning every year.
World Series, yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's been the complaint because the Yankees have such a high standard that going to the ALCS, which is like basketball version of conference finals, is not even enough.
Right.
If you don't win the World Series, it's like
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we got like the playoffs is approaching in about a month or so, and we got the New York Knicks because.
And the Nets.
And the Nets, you know what I'm saying? And we got rid of, so from the Nets, we got rid of Kyrie.
KD. Well, we didn't get rid of it. They got rid of us, basically. They left us hanging.
We got rid of Kyrie, KD, and the Nets are trailing behind 6th place. Mm-hmm. The Knicks,
fifth
clearly
place
they're the 5th place, so they are actually locked and secure into the playoffs. So we know we're living in a time right now where sports betting is a big thing. I don't just mean to call FanDuel.
Right.
What's your intake? Where do you think?
Well, I think it's scary because the Nets, they scare me. Because they're
the Nets?
Yes.
I said the Knicks. Talk about the Knicks. Don't talk about the Nets.
Well, I'm going to talk about both because I support both teams. I'm what you call the sports
I don't support the Knicks. I
root for New York, period.
Okay.
I'll be just as happy if the Nets win a chip and the Knicks win a chip or the Giants or the
You're
Jets.
not allowed to the
You're
not allowed to the parade, bro.
I'm going to all them parades, bro. In my boxers.
Shoot them on sight. Go ahead.
But I'm scared for the Nets because they played if they stay in 6th place, they're going to play the Sixers, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a dub.
And
first round knockout.
First round knockout. The Knicks play the Cavs. They beat them
twice
in regular.
First round knockout.
They beat them twice in the regular season. I feel like Julius Randle had a bad injury yesterday.
What happened? I didn't watch that game.
He rolled his ankle. Mind you, this man has been in he does not believe in low management. So this sucks, especially because shout out to him, man. He prided himself on playing every game.
Okay.
And say what you want, a lot of people love or hate Julius Randle. That man has been available.
Now, you know why I like Julius Randle?
Mm-hmm.
He started with this man.
Yeah, he started with Kobe. Big facts, big facts. Before he had the deluxe and everything.
Nah, I pray, Julius Randle, if you ever watch this podcast, I pray you a speedy recovery.
Facts.
The Knicks are actually gonna need you
Big facts.
You're an important factor into the
Big facts.
in the playoffs.
He's their number one first quarter scorer. He scored 57 points the other night. And my prediction, sorry to say, my prediction is both the Knicks and the Nets get knocked out in the first round. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Knicks might push it to 6 or 7 against the Cavs, but they're gonna go. Because they just don't have enough star power. I think the Nets are going to get swept. But guess what? I think that now there's a culture in New York where people want to come here.
Right.
I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers saying on his podcast with Pat McAfee, I want to come to the Jets. So I think that we're on the right path and we'll eventually get there.
I like that. I actually agree with you, bro. Sadly to say, but I don't believe the Nets are going. I don't believe the Nets come out of round one. Potentially, the Knicks can. I guess we got to see. I'll update you as the players approach.
Big fact.
My take and my choice of who meets in the finals. I believe Philly versus Golden State.
You're out of your mind.
In the finals.
We don't even have time to get into that. You're out of your freaking mind.
Philly versus Golden State, and we'll revisit this next segment.
No segment, because I don't got the energy to get into this debate with this guy. All right. So, all right.
We do got in boxing, because you know I love boxing.
All right, we got a minute.
Yeah. So Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight sometime in April. I'm not sure of the date. For those of you guys who follow sports like I do, selective with sports, my intake, if you want to if you're into sports betting, and I've been good. I've been on the money with all my picks. I would go with Ryan Garcia.
Don't believe him. He's biased. He already told me he don't like Tank. So
I don't like
Tank. That's not an educated guess.
I don't like
Tank.
Tank.
That's an emotional guess.
Tank is a fighter that was found by Mayweather. I don't even like Mayweather, to be honest with you. I respect his record in boxing, but I do respect Ryan Garcia. Even though I know there's a weight clause, but I respect his speed. He definitely has that left strong left jab, and I don't think Tank is ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I know he hits hard, but when pay-per-view hits, my money is on Ryan Garcia. And when y'all make money on a pick, make sure I'll drop my Cash App and make sure y'all support the
or at least shout him out. The real talk. If y'all watch this episode and y'all make money off his pick, shout him out. That'd be really dope, man. We really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? One day we'll get into a segment where our whole friends group was driven crazy by Jay saying for months that he could beat Mayweather in a fight. I swear,
do that.
I will feel it.
Yeah, we could
all of our friends group in here, because this was a debate that went on for weeks.
So
hold on, no, bro. Let's not get into it. Please.
No. So you know what? Y'all could jump in the comments real quick before we go to the next.
Ridiculous.
Okay, whatever. Before we get into the next topic, right? So here's my thing. As a professional boxer. You good, bro? What happened?
I'm not, bro.
Okay.
Can we not talk about this,
as
bro?
a professional boxer, right? God. You can't have a cruiserweight or a lightweight fighting a heavyweight.
You're not a heavyweight, bro.
No, listen to me. No, I in terms of weight class, if I was to sign my hands over and
So what about speed? What about speed?
It has nothing to do with speed, bro. It's all about weight class, right?
No, it's not all about weight class.
Why hasn't Mayweather ever fought anybody in a heavyweight class?
Because he hasn't had to. Why would he do that? He made his money.
Crazy, bro. He would get knocked out, dog.
Okay.
All right. So let me know what y'all think too in the comments, right? Because I love going through the comments. If I was to fight Floyd Mayweather or another person in a lightweight, cruiserweight, whatever weight is it, right?
He would drop you like a sack of potatoes.
Okay, so I weigh like 207. Definitely went down. And my hand skills out there, right? So I'm not a professional boxer, but if I have 60 pounds on a professional boxer, and we were given maybe 4 months and you gave me about a month to prepare, right? I'm not saying it will be easy to land a shot on him, but if I actually did hit him and connect, tell me I wouldn't do damage. I'm hitting him with 50 pounds of force, bro. Extra force,
bro,
right?
You got it.
You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think, and we'll debate it in the comment section.
All right, awesome. All right, look. So now we're gonna get into our personal favorite meditation. This is where we run through current events and topics in the industry, in the community, in the culture, and we meditate on it. We talk about it, we kick it back and forth, right?
Yep.
So we got about 15 minutes. So you told me I could start.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I have a real good one for you.
I hope so.
I have a real good one for you. So guys, so here's my thing, right? So lately there's been a lot of new movies and shows coming out, right? I feel like the movie industry, the show industry has taken a level up.
Definitely have. I don't even have live TV no more. I use a Fire Stick. The other day I was watching BET and I realized like, Dak, all the shows there are like new actors and actresses and they seem pretty.
And they're doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing a phenomenal job.
And I'm glad you mentioned BET because this kind of topic came about from BET, and I'm not gonna waste no time getting into it. So, BET does a lot of shows that encroaches or approaches the male-female dynamic, right? Race, culture, male-female dynamic, right? So in some of these shows, you got like, you know what I'm saying? And this is just one topic, so don't kill me, women. You got women really doing like real crazy, shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? Guys too.
Right.
But you got women doing real sneaky, crazy stuff, right? So some of these things are real bad. And it got me thinking, like, I was listening to the Michael K podcast. This is a podcast I listen to a lot. They talk sports, but they talk other stuff. That's why I like them. Peter Rosenberg from Hot 97 is on it, so he keeps it light and fun. So they had started talking about Titanic. And one of the hosts was saying how they think Rose is a dirtbag. Like, because of how she came on there with a man that she was married or intended to marry. Remember the dude? He was kind of like an asshole.
That was an arranged marriage. She was really, right.
Right. Then you meet Jack, right? He offers to paint you or whatever. He ain't asked you to get naked. You get naked, right? Get naked, paint you.
Chemistry.
It was, okay, more on her end. But you kind of bait this dude into a relationship, a sexual relationship that takes place on the boat, right? And it kind of, I don't want to say ruined his life because the boat was going to go down anyway, but now he has a vested interest in you.
There's a conspiracy with that, but anyway, go ahead.
Right, but I was just talking about the movie.
Go ahead.
He has a vested interest in you.
Right.
Which leads to, in the very end, y'all on a board big enough for both of y'all to fit, but you watch Jack freeze to death in the water. So then I started thinking about the movie on BT. Some of y'all might know, right? By Jay, I know you know. Temptation. Tyler Perry's Temptation. About a girl named Journey, right? She was with a guy played by Lance Gross, high school sweethearts. They get married. He's a great guy, family man, spiritual man. Everything is fine until she meets this millionaire at this matchmaker company she's working for.
Ollie.
Yeah. And he's eccentric and he starts to convince her to leave Lance Gross because he's boring. And the climax is when, she asks, I forgot Lance Gross' character's name, you remember?
No.
But she asked him to, have sex with her in the kitchen. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, we have sex in the bed, because that's what they do, which ultimately causes her to now leave that man.
Right.
Just, because he wasn't as fun as the next man. Ends up getting abused, getting sick, being with the other man, and Lance Gross stays in the end. So I want to ask a question, right? All that long-winded summary.
Okay.
Who's worse? Rose or Journey?
Journey, 100%.
Damn, you ain't even think about it. Why Journey?
I didn't have to think about it. Rose loves Jack. That's
How you know that?
Leonardo DiCaprio. What do you mean? Just watch the movie. They were in love. They had connection. Like,
nah, she loved that.
When you started talking about it, I told you that she was in an arranged situation. The only reason why she was with the guy that she was with was because he came from a wealthy background.
Right.
So, then she seen somebody, and clearly it had to be love. It had to be some type of connection. Jack was on that boat. He was a peasant. He didn't even dine where they ate and stuff like that. So, of course, and it's crazy. Like, you come from a wealthy background and you get naked and you let him, do what's
yeah, but we know from culture and watching other movies, white women love that. They love making the peasants horny.
Oh, stop it, bro! Like,
it's true. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm not even.
It's a thing.
I don't even like that. But you know what I'm saying, like to say it's a white woman. It's just it's a thing. Like, it's a factual thing, bro. It's like, or she had no reason. She had a charming, good looking young guy. You know what I'm saying? She had no reason to jeopardize all of that to go be with somebody who barely made it on a freaking yacht.
Unless she thought she wasn't gonna get caught.
So being my reason my reason of saying my reason of choosing Journey was worse. That's the name, Journey?
Yeah.
Journey was worse was because of the fact that you were with your high school sweetheart.
Mhm.
Now don't get me wrong, watching that movie and analyzing as you give a recap of it,
Mhm.
Lance could have done some things differently. You know? So
Like take her in the kitchen?
yeah, just be spontaneous, you know, because that is the truth. What happens is that, you know, you spend so much time going after a girl or after a loved one or whatever, your partner. When you finally get the person, sometimes what happens is that we get too comfortable.
That's true.
And you know what I'm saying? If you were with somebody from high school and like now you guys are both in a working class and you know how much stress that could be on an individual, it could become a little bit boring. So
That's true.
and you know, it's so crazy because when she asked him to be a little bit more spontaneous, at first he gave that kickback, like, no, like we do it in the bedroom, like whatever the whole thing else. You remember when he realized like he was losing her, what did he do?
I forgot.
The guitar.
Oh yeah, she made the effort. He put forth the effort.
He playing music for her, singing a song to her naked and the whole 9 yards. But at that point, it was a little bit too late.
Oh,
now,
I'll wait till I get
now, nonetheless,
yeah,
it doesn't justify the fact of her cheating on him and going with
and
that billionaire guy. But I feel like what she did was worse because you know what I'm saying, like you had a great guy. Like it's just unfortunate how Jack died in the water.
Yeah. Listen, all right. So let me say my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
The only reason why I play devil advocate in the Rose situation is because me and you haven't argued in a long time, and that's been like a staple of this whole
was not
podcast.
an argument.
No, but we haven't.
Right.
I kind of low key wanted to. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because we've gotten a lot of.
Oh, I got something for you.
All right, cool. But all jokes aside, besides the whole, I think the worst thing Rose did was letting Jack die in the water, and I feel like it was. The movie planned it that way, but then use a smaller board because they both could have fit on that board.
Yeah, because even when I was a kid, I was saying to myself, like, yo, you could have made room for him.
Yeah, they each would have probably lost an arm.
What if what the hell?
No. Because look, if they was side by side and both of their arms was paddling, their arms would have caught gangrene or something, but they would have survived.
That's a love story nobody wants to talk about, bro.
Two armless lovers.
And you don't even know if both of their weight on that board would have sunk it, bro.
That's true, but Jack would have probably lost.
He didn't want to risk it, bro. His love for Rose was that Rose never let go. Jack,
he didn't have nobody,
huh?
If he had like a kid at home or some side chick,
yeah, I think also he realized exactly what you said. Now you think about it, he was gonna survive to do what?
Go back on.
He was not accepted by her family.
Yeah,
so
he's gonna be on another boat, hoping it don't hit a glacier. That's a fact. Real talk. You know another boat telling niggas like, yo, damn, so that last boat was crazy, boy.
Yo, almost died. Y'all met this chick?
Yeah, I met this chick, bro. Bad, fat ass, all that.
She dummy was.
Yo, real talk. All right, but Journey is a devil.
Nah, she was trifling, bro.
Let me tell you
that's
something.
Why she got what she deserved.
I agree with you that it's good to be spontaneous, but not on another nigga's time.
Not on another nigga's. No, it was on her timing.
No, it was on her time because
he made her realize that.
Right, so that don't work for me. Because she didn't give him time because she knew she had another option. So hold on. If you come to me as my woman and you say, I want you to try something different, I want you to be different.
Right.
And you know that I've been a certain way for so long. If there's nobody else waiting in the shadows or nobody that you emulating off of or trying to make me be like, you're going to have patience with me. You're going to let me get there. He never had a chance because she's like, all right, if you're not going to do it, somebody else will.
When he realized, what happens is that it's just unfortunate that she chose Harley, the guy. He brought the awareness of like, yo,
the money has something to do with it too.
It wasn't about the money. He did provide a different essence of luxury towards her, but the money didn't face her. She finally gave it up on a private jet. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it wasn't Harley, it was gonna be somebody else.
Maybe.
What happened was Lance got a little bit too comfortable, and because if he was doing all this, let's keep it a buck, right? So this is the Meta Kings, and you know, if you under 13, get out of here, right? Or under 16 or 17, right? Get out. But if Lance was being more spontaneous, if that's grammatically correct, bro, probably that would have been the edge for her to be like, yo, you know, like this billionaire was trying to whatever the whole nine yards.
But bro, he
wasn't running. They weren't running together. They weren't doing anything, though.
She's comparing him to another man. So, okay, he got more spontaneous and she dubbed him.
He's all she knew.
Right, but he got more spontaneous, so she dubbed him. So what happens if she meet a next man?
That's what I said,
doing
bro.
something else that he's not doing. So now his life is gonna be trying to match up to other men. How about love your man? And then if you want him to try something different, if somebody opens you up to something different, give him time to become that something. Work with him. Love him. I'm saying instead, you was quick to leave him because you thought you had somebody else. And then the thing is that women, I say this all the time, women, men, y'all don't understand. You meet a rich person, they sweep you off your feet. You have to understand that unless he met you on the premise of no money, that same treatment he's giving you, after a year or so, he's gonna give to someone else. And it's gonna be a rotating door.
Right.
If you find out this man has money after he courted you on some regular and love you, he really loves you.
Right.
But if the money swept you off your feet, you're dumb.
It won't last. Yeah.
It's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I see all these women on Instagram, like, I'll only do this for my man if he do this. Or he need to be able to pay for this, for that.
There's a contingency in place.
If you're an expense, right? The thing about expense is that expenses are switchable.
Right.
I could switch an expense for a next expense.
Right.
Yeah, you the baddest right now. You got the fattest ass right now. Guess what? Or you got the best body right now. If you into slim, you got the slimmest. But guess what? There's more out there.
Right.
And when I get tired of you, I'm going to replace your expense with the next one because money's unlimited.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
agree.
So I agree with you. I think Journey is the worst.
Right.
Let us know what you think out there.
Thank you.
Rose or Journey. Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, if you oppose otherwise, I'm going after you in the comments. But so we got room for another one. So
yeah.
We have so we've done a episode that never got aired, and as y'all been following us, that's when we got a rocking over this. You know what I'm saying?
This colorful hair.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We talking about the alleged king of New York.
Never been.
He's not the king of New York.
Never been alleged.
Trust me, not the king of New York.
Alleged by him.
But me? Oh, by him. Yeah. But nobody, after he said that, nobody really opposed and challenged him. So he self-proclaimed King of New York. Tekashi 6ix9ine finally got his fate handed to him somewhere in Florida in a gym.
Mm-hmm.
And
in his pum pum shorts.
In his pum pum shorts, right? Colorful hair guy. And when that news got out, I knew he was happy because me and him have our views.
You'll be shocked though, bro.
Oh, so that's what I want to know. What you think about that, man?
Bro, honestly, bro, I was happy he got his due.
Thank you.
But no, but the human side of me, bro, it was hard to watch, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's still a human being. And for me, one thing about me, like, I could be very violent, right? I'm a big dude, it's easy. But you gotta take me there.
Right.
But there's not a lot that could take me there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything could be talked out. So to see him just get beat for something he might have said in the past or did in the past, it was hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if on video he was talking shit to some people working out, like, yeah, it's talking about and they stood on him.
That wasn't the case.
Then I would have been like, yeah, but that wasn't the case. They literally kind of plotted on him. So that to me, that was kind of like, I ain't really like how that really went down.
So I like and I respect your response because what I seen, I forgot what the celebrity was, so I'm not even gonna quote it, but a celebrity said, yo, y'all find and corner 6ix9ine in the gym to beat him, right? With something that you had absolutely nothing to do about just because of the whole term of you being a rat. But y'all got George Zimmerman out here.
Oh,
untouched.
My God. Bro, we don't have enough time. Don't do that.
No, we got time. We got a mineral to
don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
So
what happened is that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's me and Dami's thing is that, you know, I feel like behind the whole, like, 6ix9ine is a great marketer, right? And it's just unfortunate that he elevated to fame by having a bunch of unloyal people behind him, right? And so you catch the guy at a gym, he's not bothering you, he's not calling on y'all stupid, blah, blah, he's low-key, you beating him, y'all dumb because first of all, now you got your face on camera and you're gonna, they
ain't even mask up. They was,
you know what I'm saying?
And a couple of them wore chains like they was going to a
Take
lounge.
that same energy and go find George Zimmerman who beat up, what you gonna call it?
Killed.
Sorry, excuse me. And my respect and condolence to the family, Trayvon Martin, which has been over 10 years.
But you know what, though? It goes deeper than that, bro. I say this all the time. It's a slave mentality. People don't like when I say it, but we both grew up in the hood or near the hood.
Right.
And what I notice is this. it could be a group of niggas on the corner. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I say nigga for everybody. Black, white, Spanish, don't matter. But right now I'm talking about African Americans in the hood.
Right.
A white person could walk down the block. We're not gonna look twice.
It's the black person.
Now, if somebody that look like us walk down the block,
like
we grilling them. We ready to go. It's ingrained in us. I don't care if y'all don't want to hear it. I've grew up until I moved to Queens, until, you know what I'm saying, I got some money, I moved out. This is what I've seen day in, day out for 20 years. So you want to argue with me? Go ahead. If you're not from the hood, keep your mouth shut. That's what happens, right? Right or wrong.
No, you agree.
When they started gentrifying Lafayette Gardens, these white people was walking in and out. Nobody said nothing. We looked at them, we looked away.
Caucasian.
Now, white, Caucasian, whatever you want to call it, Caucasoids, we looked away. Now, if a black dude that got, also from gentrification, got money in his pocket from college, walk on the block, we staring him down. We want to know what he's about. We grilling. And I feel like that's part of it, because I always used to wonder, like, damn, son, like, Florida, you know what I'm saying? You got like Miami-Dade County, you got little Haiti, you got little Cuba. Why nobody got that George Zimmerman?
Yeah.
But now y'all so anxious to, same Florida, sneak in and beat up Tekashi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Nah, I agree with you. And I actually can't believe, as we come to end with this segment, how I'm actually agreeing with Dami on a freaking whole episode.
He thought he had me. He thought he was about to, he thought the fireworks was about to fly.
Yo, you thought I was feeling you? Let me stop.
Yeah, okay.
We're not doing
that song is probably not the right one.
But, nah, it is true. Like, in the words of Charlemagne the God, the craziest people in the United States come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
Yep.
So the fact that you beat up Tekashi 6ix9ine and George Zimmerman is still walking, shame on you, Florida.
That's a fact. Shame on you, Florida.
And what you were saying, that's why when the whole Black Lives Matter, I was ready, bro. I was going out to go protest. Then I realized, like, yo, it's a joke, man. Most of y'all is just trendy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was the 50s and 60s, you wouldn't really be an activist. You wouldn't be out there walking 30 miles.
People out there literally sitting in restaurants, they wasn't welcome.
Yet instead, we'll rage war and negativity towards somebody who looks like you. I'm not for that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Facts, man. So listen, unfortunately, this episode comes to a close. I was really enjoying this one, bro. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, man. Like my man Don LaGreca say, I love guests, but I like when we just doing this, man. I like when we chopping it up and shooting the breeze, you feel me? But shout out to our guests, too, because we have some real good guests that have pulled up and really joined the conversation, and it's been fun. So I guess this is another episode of the Meta Kings podcast in the books. Yeah. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. A lot of people's finding out about us through TikTok and YouTube suggestions and all of that. Y'all been kind of texting us, DMing us. We appreciate you. We love you guys, and we hope you guys have a wonderful week. Jay, any last words?
I know I got the final words. It's very simple. A man's life is a sum of all your thoughts. So be conscious of the thoughts that you think about. In today's time, I know there's a bunch of reasons to be frustrated, to be negative, to think about all the negative things, right? But if you really, philosophically believe that your life is literally a sum of all your thoughts, focus your thoughts on positive things. In today's times, I cannot stress enough. Find a podcast, which we'll probably do some segments, something that just keep you positive.
Facts.
I love you. Until next time, I'm Jay. This is the Meta Kings, and we out.
Deuces, y'all.
Everybody talking and talking, seeking attention, hoping for a mention, holding truth ransom. It's J&D, young king so handsome, talking culture answer, meta is the answer. We reporting live from New York to Atlanta. Open up your eyes, here's a gift, no Santa. We gon' talk about it, no filter, no censor, cause it's Meta Kings forever. You can help me sing the anthem. Whoa, Meta Kings, Meta Kings.
As we proceed.
Yeah, it's the meta.